like to welcome Lynn Yance to the show today. Lynn is the Chief Charitable Giving Officer at the Community Foundation. And I'm also going to call you the Chief Party Planner today.
Oh, great.
What we're going to talk about is one of the key responsibilities for advisory board members is connecting their neighbors and their friends back to the Community Foundation to maybe find ways that the foundation can help them give back to causes that they care about. And this can probably be one of the more difficult tasks that an advisory board member has to do, or more uncomfortable. But Lynn has quite a bit of experience working with our board members at this organization in doing just that. So maybe you could share your little bit of experience about inviting people to the party. How do you know who the right people are, that this is the right thing for them to come to, things like that?
Great. Well, I think a key piece is that when our board members take a look at what the experience has been for them in working with our community foundation, we encourage them to think about other people in their lives that might also appreciate that same experience working with the community foundation. So we've invited them to really think about those that are their peers in the community, those that they go to church with or have club engagement with, and take a look at where those individuals are at on their charitable giving journey. Mm-hmm. And what we found is that people really do appreciate being invited to learn more about the Community Foundation and how we provide charitable giving services. And it means a lot when that invitation comes from a current board member.
Yeah, and you just had a recent example with someone that is an executive at a local corporation. Mm-hmm. And you called it the power of invitation. Can you just share what that was and why that board member did that?
Yeah, absolutely. This board member suggested a few individuals, colleagues of hers in her company, that she thought would appreciate just learning a little bit more about the Community Foundation. And so she provided me the opportunity to do an electronic introduction, send an email to them with a brief overview of our Community Foundation, and just offered to get together for a 30-minute meeting to tell them more and share a little bit. So with that, I set up a few of those meetings, and it really was the power in who invited them to learn more. They had such respect for this board member, their colleague. They knew that this person was a leader not only in their company, but a leader in the community. And so they had a lot of respect for this individual, and they really did appreciate just having 30 minutes just to take a moment and talk about charitable giving, because they're all so busy in their corporate lives, in their family lives, and they always have so much going on that charitable giving isn't what they think about day to day. And so it was really just that moment to take a step back. They knew it came from a reliable source, and the invitation came from someone that meant something to them. And they really appreciated that opportunity just to take that moment and learn about it.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of great points in there. One is what you talked about, who invited them. So we're asking board members to lend their credibility and saying this is a good organization, at least to take a listen to and see how they can plug in. And the second thing is, as a board member, there's no expectation that you know every single way a donor could work with the Community Foundation. You can work with your local staff person or the Community Foundation Greater Des Moines to come and actually have the conversation with prospective donor. We're just asking you to open the door, or at least send them the invitation to come in. So kind of with that, my last question is, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking piece of trying to ask your friends to maybe consider something. Any words of wisdom on how you've kind of calmed the nerves of a board member that was just a little bit anxious about going out and doing this?
Well, I think your point is really on track, is that board members don't have to know all the nuts and bolts. That's the benefit of working with our staff and our team, and just keeping it simple, and just to say that this Community Foundation has provided great background and information to our family in helping us make our charitable decisions, and we thought you might also like to learn about it. And just making it that simple.
Yeah, good. Thank you. We're also going to include with this video a exercise. Sometimes board members have a hard time trying to think about who would be the right people to connect to the Community Foundation, and so this worksheet asks a few questions about what that person is in terms of their giving engagement in the community, maybe where they're at in their life, and helps just kind of prioritize what conversations we should be having now. So we'll make sure to add that to the activity. But Lynn, thanks for being our Chief Party Planner today and for inviting so many people to engage with the Community Foundation. We really appreciate your insight.